had
So
to.
now, we did change that as well. So now there is a procedure that you can get a temporary water meter and have water during construction, because it also resulted in contractors taking water from neighbors,
Oh,
stealing it, and things of that nature. So now we do have a procedure for that, so, but I agree with you, and we did do something about that when that
Oh.
And that provision was changed, what,
was
a couple years, 2 years ago?
about 2 years ago. Yep.
Yeah, that was changed 2 years ago.
Okay, because I paid. So.
No, what I mean is that's where you got the temporary meter. Did you get the temporary
No,
meter?
she didn't, but it's really up to your builder to really
Okay.
go ahead and
Thank
do
you.
that for you. Yep.
Thank you.
Okay, now we will have public comment. Anyone wishing to address mayor and council may do so at this time by coming forward to the microphone and stating your name and address for the record.
Ron Soldano, Ocean View. I don't know if anybody is apprised of what's taking place with the beach replenishment. The last I heard was that Hereford Inlet sand is not going to be used for beach replenishment, and that the sand for beach replenishment will come from the dunes.
We just had this, we actually did report on this 2 weeks ago or 2 meetings
I
ago,
must
because there
have
was
missed
bid
that.
specs that went out as far as beach replenishment on the 7 Mile Island.
Correct, and the Army Corps is currently reviewing the bids to determine whether or not we will be still included in that. It depends on the pricing of that, but the only thing that they put in there was actually moving some of our existing sand from dunes that are higher than the template down in that immediate area, so not getting any new sand.
Not getting any new sand, so Hereford Inlet being dredged, that sand will not be used for beach replenishment.
There's been no change at this point as far as the CBRA and the Hereford Inlet. At
And
this
from-
point, there has not been, you cannot use federal dollars to harvest that sand. That has not changed.
And from what I understand, it was the Fish and Wildlife that was under their auspices. Correct me if I'm wrong?
Yes, and it had something to do with expanding the CBRAs all over the country. It wasn't just anything specific to our area, and ours was one of the ones that was redrawn and expanded.
Okay, so, but it's an ongoing situation.
It's an ongoing situation,
Fluid
yes.
at this point,
It's
nothing.
fluid. Congressman Van Drew stepped in and, stepped in and helped us at one point, still is trying. We're trying.
Because he was bullish on getting the sand from Hereford Inlet, which sorely needs to be dredged, and what you do with it, who knows? But I'm just saying, he was bullish on trying to get that sand utilized to replenish the beaches. And is
Not with federal dollars.
Not
We're
with
not going to get, at this point, it's not, if you use federal dollars, you cannot harvest that sand for beach replenishment.
So that's the catalyst right there. That's
Mm-hmm.
the trip numbers, the federal dollars that are being,
Right, we can get all the sand we want if we pay for it.
got it, okay?
Okay? Anyone else like to address mayor and council? Okay, moving on. Ordinance 1555.
Mayor and council, I move that ordinance 1555 be taken up on second reading.
Second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Will the clerk read the title only of ordinance 1555 on second reading?
An ordinance amending Chapter 466 of the General Ordinances of the Borough of Stone Harbor.
The public hearing on ordinance 1555 is open. The public hearing is closed.
Mayor and council, I move that ordinance 1555 be passed on second reading and advanced to third and final reading.
Second. Clerk, call the roll.
Mr. Dallahan?
Yes.
Mrs. Gallagher?
Yes.
Mr. Kraftcheck?
Yes.
Mr. Moore?
Yes.
Mr. Parzak?
Yes.
Mrs. Rich?
Yes.
We'll have, he can do it now. The clerk is asking that we just explain what the ordinance is.
This is the ordinance we've discussed before in work session. It allows for people to pick up bulk items on big trash days from the curbside, not on private property, and take it away.
Thank you, Ray. Will the clerk read the title only of ordinance 1555 on third and final reading?
An ordinance amending Chapter 466 of the general ordinances of the Borough of Stone Harbor.
Mayor and council, I move that ordinance 1555 be passed on third and final reading, adopted, and published according to law.
Second?
Clerk call the roll.
Mr. Dallahan?
Yes.
Mrs. Gallagher?
Yes.
Mr. Kraftcheck?
Yes.
Mr. Moore?
Yes.
Mr. Parzak?
Yes.
Mrs. Rich?
Yes.
Ordinance 1556.
Yes, I'd like to move that ordinance 1556 be taken up on second reading, and this is the Sandwich Shines.
Second?
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Will the clerk read the title only of ordinance 1556 on second reading?
An ordinance amending Chapter 560 of the revised general ordinances, freestanding signs, sandwich board type.
The public hearing on ordinance 1556 is open. The public hearing is closed.
I'd like to move that ordinance 1556 be passed on second reading and advanced to third and final reading.
Second.
Clerk call the roll.
Mr. Dallahan?
Yes.
Mrs. Gallagher?
Yes.
Mr. Kraftcheck?
Yes.
Mr. Moore?
Yes.
Mr. Parzak?
Yes.
Mrs. Rich?
Yes.
Will the clerk read the title only of ordinance 1556 on third and final reading?
Freestanding signs, sandwich board signs, are revised general ordinances for Chapter 560.
I'd like to move that ordinance 1556 be passed on third and final reading, adopted, and published according to law.
Second.
Clerk call the roll.
Mr. Dallahan?
Yes.
Mrs. Gallagher?
Yes.
Mr. Kraftcheck?
Yes.
Mr. Moore?
Yes.
Mr. Parzak?
Yes.
Mrs. Rich?
Yes.
Resolution 2019 S-140.
I offer Resolution 2019 S-140 for adoption.
Second?
This is Wildwood Catholic's use of our fields, our recreation fields for their sports.
Any discussion? Clerk call the roll.
Mr. Dallahan?
Yes.
Mrs. Gallagher?
Yes.
Mr. Kraftcheck?
Yes.
Mr. Moore?
Yes.
Mr. Parzak?
Yes.
Mrs. Rich?
Yes.
Resolution 2019 S-141.
This is, Mayor and Council, this is an authorization for the Police Department. I'm sorry. Oh, I beg your pardon. I offer a resolution for the authorization of the Police Department to purchase radio equipment for the fire and police departments of Stone Harbor.
Second.
Where are we? Resolution 2019 S-141, offered by Mr. Dallahan, seconded by Mrs. Gallagher. Any discussion? Clerk call the roll.
Mr. Dallahan?
Yes.
Mrs. Gallagher?
Yes.
Mr. Kraftcheck?
Yes.
Mr. Moore?
Yes.
Mr. Parzak?
Yes.
Mrs. Rich?
Yes.
Resolution 2019 S-142.
Mayor and council, I offer Resolution 2019-S-142 for adoption.
Second?
This is the shared services agreement to go to county dispatch.
Any discussion? Clerk call the roll.
Mr. Dallahan?
Yes.
Mrs. Gallagher?
Yes.
Mr. Kraftcheck?
Yes.
Mr. Moore?
Yes.
Mr. Parzak?
Yes.
Mrs. Rich?
Yes.
Resolution 2019 S-143.
I'd like to offer 2019 S-143 for adoption.
Second.
This is the Shared Services Special Litigation Council that we have formed that has to do with the Coastal Barrier Resource Act.
Any more discussion? Clerk call the roll.
Mr. Dallahan?
Yes.
Mrs. Gallagher?
Yes.
Mr. Kraftcheck?
Yes.
Mr. Moore?
Yes.
Mr. Parzak?
Yes.
Mrs. Rich?
Yes.
So the solicitor has informed me that Resolution 2019 S-144 should be an ordinance and not a resolution. So we're going to call that for title only tonight for first reading.
Title only for first reading, yes.
But before we do that, I just want to finish up the resolutions. We have one more, and it's Resolution 2019 S-145. I'm changing that to 144. So I need Resolution 2019 S-144.
Madam Mayor and Council, I offer Resolution 2019-S-145 for adoption.
144.
Excuse me, 140.
Yeah, we're dropping it to 144.
Second.
This resolution involves a change order for asphalt paving to increase additional paving for Paradise Drive and also a sidewalk replacement from 111th Street to 117th Street.
Any discussion? Clerk call the roll.
Mr. Dallahan?
Yes.
Mrs. Gallagher?
Yes.
Mr. Kraftcheck?
Yes.
Mr. Moore?
Yes.
Mr. Parzak?
Yes.
Mrs. Rich?
So what ordinance number are we assigning for the Voris property?
557.
Okay, so, say it again, I'm sorry.
1557.
1557. Ordinance 1557.
Okay, you want me to do that, right, but I don't have the play in front of me. Mayor, I'll try to make it up.
You could do it.
Mayor, Council, I'd like to make a motion on ordinance
1557.
1557. for
Be taken up on first reading.
First reading.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Do you call the roll now? What happens?
Clerk,
Oh, he goes back again?
clerk read the title only, right?
I need the title only.
Will the clerk read the title only of ordinance 1557?
Acquisition of property?
So this is the ordinance that we discussed in the work session, authorizing the mayor to sign an agreement of sale for the purchase of 230 94th Street.
Second.
Second?
No, I think now he has to offer it. He was given the explanation, now he's got to offer it, correct?
You offer it twice for the first one? Okay.
You offer it, and then it'll be heard on final.
Okay. Mayor and council, I offer ordinance number 1557 be passed
On first reading.
on first reading and brought up for second, third, and final reading at a meeting to be held on
October 1.
October 1.
Second.
Clerk call the roll. We're getting it.
Mr. Dallahan?
Yes.
Mrs. Gallagher?
Yes.
Mr. Kraftcheck?
Yes.
Mr. Moore?
Yes.
Mr. Parzak?
Yes.
Mrs. Rich?
Yes.
Nice work. All right, I need a motion approving this special event application, Ask a Tourist.
So moved.
Second?
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? I need, what was the other motion that we, oh, I need a motion for the special events application, approving the special events application for Savor September as well as the Friday night before.
So moved.
Second?
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? May I have a motion approving the bill list?
I make a motion to approve the bill list and authorize the CFO to pay the bills when the funds are available and the vouchers are properly endorsed.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? We'll now have public comment yet again. Anyone wishing to address mayor and council may do so at this time by coming forward to the microphone and stating your name and address for the record.
Bernadette Parzak, 9925 Sunset. The last council meeting, I didn't want to cast any dispersion on Public Works, and I'm sorry if I did. Did you find you didn't find them? I did. They're on 3rd Avenue, the signs, and I think they must be signs that were put there by the county because 3rd Avenue is a county road. I know I see it all the time, and it's right at the corner of 99th and 3rd. I'm always going through it, and there's another one, I think, at 96th and 3rd.
Is it true, Grant, it's the county doing it? All right,
They're county signs. So I'm wondering, can we ask the county to correct the names of our roads?
we can ask.
Okay.
And we have a hand up from Grant. Excuse me? Oh, okay, okay. And Bunny would never disparage
No,
Public Works,
and I want to
ever.
apologize in public, because Public Works is wonderful. And I know, when you came over to me and you said, where are they? I order every one of them myself, and so, and then I went through that intersection again, so
Bunny,
thank
you
you,
owe
and
your-
realized it was the county.
You owe your husband an
Thank
apology.
you.
Thank you.
Bunny, you owe him an apology. He's in charge of Public Works.
Yes, he is.
He just rolled his eyes at me.
I'm
I'm
not the first nor the last.
Thank you.
Thank you, Bonnie. Anyone else like to address mayor and council? Seeing no one, I shall close public comment, and I need a motion to adjourn.
Second?
All those in favor? Opposed? We're adjourned.